Behind this door is the brand new KMRE 102.3 FM community powered studios. Let's you and I go see what's happening over here. We'll go around the corner here, down this long corridor. Here's everybody waiting to turn the switch on the new KMRE community powered radio. We're talking to Kevin here, the new general manager of KMRE community sponsored radio. So tell us about what took place a few minutes ago.
Well, usually what happens is not what you plan to have happen. We were going to switch computers. The station is automated. A lot of people don't know that. Maybe some do. But the station is automated, and basically the programming runs on a computer. But like most computers, it's garbage in, garbage out. And in order to have good out, there had to be good in. And our crack music director, Julie Marletto, who has been working tirelessly for the last couple of months, helping to curate all of the music that's going into our playlist, has been working diligently to get all of this music in there and to also program various elements of the programming day that are not music as well, along with our operations manager, Robert Clark. Well, Robert and Julie and I were supposed to meet this afternoon at 3 o'clock to go through basically the switchover, what I call flipping the switch, which is a lot, it sounds a lot easier than it really is. Because,
There's no drama?
Yeah, there's not a lot of drama. Actually, there was drama today because Robert had something come up this afternoon. He was here, Julie got here, she called me on the phone, I'm 15 minutes away. She said, Robert's ready to throw the switch, let's go. And that's what happened. My wife Patricia and I were driving into town and we had the carrier signal on KMRE 102.3, nothing. And all of a sudden we heard a little bit of classical music, which was really nice and very calm and mellow. Then nothing. And then all of a sudden there was a promotion for our big event on May 3rd, which is going to be at the Leopold Hotel in the Crystal Ballroom. We're having a huge benefit for KMRE to help us make money so that we can afford to buy some new equipment and do some things around here. Pay royalty fees and the utilities and rent and things like that. So there was this promo for the event, and then all of a sudden it went into a Mamas and Papas song, and it was an interesting song. It was an interesting choice. It was not a manual choice. It was the song that was next in the rotation on the computer that came up automatically, and it happened to be Go Where You Want to Go. You got to go where you want to go, you got to do what you want to do, with whomever you want to do it with, right? So that was a great song to start out. I was kind of hoping it might be Joni Mitchell, Turn Me On Your Radio, but you can't plan those things, and it turned out great. And so right now I've heard the Mamas and the Papas, John Mayall, I've heard some reggae. I just heard Brandi Carlile right before you walked in. Coming up is Peter Green from the old Fleetwood Mac. There's a lot of great music happening right now on KMRE FM 102.3 and streaming at 102 at kmre.org. I should mention that at 6 o'clock we have our signature talk format programming, and then tonight at 7 o'clock will be Leo Schumaker's Bluesland.
Yay!
Unfortunately, it's a show from November,
Right.
unless you're going to do it live tonight.
Didn't know I could do it live tonight. See, I didn't know that. But a lot of things are happening, a lot of changes. Why all the changes?
Well, the Spark Museum, which used to own KMRE, is making some changes and moving on. They wanted us to relinquish the space that we were taking up in the Spark Museum. And if you've never been to the Spark Museum, it's a great place to go to. It's a wonderful museum filled with radio, electricity, stories. There's a There's a Tesla coil there. There are all kinds of great old radios and equipment from the old days of radio and TV. The way the station started out was it was to be an old-time radio station, playing music from the 1920s and 1930s and old-time radio shows. And but the problem was that as the station grew more and more with community programming, it got to be, I think, somewhat of a burden for KMRE to continue with the Spark Alliance. And they parted peacefully. Spark Museum gave the license to a new community organization called Colsham Community Media, which then turned around and applied for nonprofit status for KMRE. And in February, we got nonprofit status, which means that we don't pay taxes, and anyone who donates to the station can usually get a write-off, especially businesses. If they donate to the station and do underwriting with the station, they can write that off as a marketing expense. So it's a great deal. Of course, you have to consult your tax preparer to make sure about that. But in any event, the station now was in a position to do some different things. And we had a visioning meeting last year, and it was decided that we would go with a new music format that was a combination of rock, jazz, Americana, blues, folk, reggae, world music, and lots of local music in regular rotation. And that's what we are doing now during the weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then overnight from midnight to 6 a.m. on all days. So on weekends, Friday and Saturday, you're going to hear a lot of the same programming you heard throughout the day in the weekdays prior to our format change. And you'll also hear some great shows from 6 p.m. to midnight on weekdays as well.
Now, if someone wanted to donate to KMRE, where would they go to?
Well, we have a donation button on our website, but I want to make very clear that as of today, which is Friday the 27th, I think, 27th, we have a brand 26. We have a brand new website, and the website is currently being updated. So if you want to donate, that's great. You might want to wait until next week to do it, but you'll be able to donate a single donation or recurring donations. If you want to donate $5 a month to help us pay for some cables and microphones and part of our transmitter that we're going to be needing in the near future, that would be awesome. We'd love it.
Do you foresee live bands being played here on KMRE?
Absolutely, yeah. Our music director, Julie, has made a request to various local venues and also local Facebook pages, Whatcom County musicians, a bunch of other places, to get local music. We want more local music, and it's very easy. All you need to do is send her an example of music that you do at 320K MP3. Send it to music@kmre.org. Julie will take a listen to it and give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Mm-hmm. And but we'd like music in the realms of the music that we're playing now, mm-hmm. i.e. Americana, roots, blues, jazz, rock, folk, etc. Can be a little weird, that's okay. Bellingham weird is fine, we like that. But we definitely want local music, and we do play it in local regular rotation. So there are actually a couple of people that are talking about maybe doing a local music show. As far as bands, we'd love to have bands come in and work with us and play in our studio. Our studios right now are a little cramped. And what we'd like to do is eventually move into a larger space where we could accommodate larger bands. Right now, I know Leo, you've had a couple of people in to do some live music, which has been great, sounded really good. And you also have been doing some interviews on the phone. Mm-hmm. So we encourage all that, yeah, absolutely. We'd like local bands to come in and help us celebrate.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.